Alexa, shut up. John, it's 9, just letting you know. Alright. Alexa, set an alarm for 9:20 a.m.
Alarm set for 9:20 a.m.
What up, Macca? I'm playing this storage auction game on Roblox. Hey, this game's actually pretty fun. You just, you know, buy storage units and take this stuff to your store and sell it. Alright, so I'm gonna do 5 more of those awesome. Alright, an appointment, I gotta leave in a little bit. And I gotta go to Walmart. Yeah. No, she's bedridden. Yeah. She had a doctor's appointment yesterday, but we had to help her get out of bed, get her into a wheelchair, and then we called this like transport company. It's like a van with a wheelchair accessible, yeah. And we put her in that van, and they take her to the doctor, and we just drive our car to the doctor, meet her there, and then after the doctor, we gotta call that company again for them to come pick her up. We sit and wait. Once she gets picked up, then we come home and they bring her home. So like my dad gets caught in traffic, we're here at the house, so if she shows up before them, we can help her out. If she gets to the doctor and they're not there yet, I think they just wait, or I think the guy helps her into the doctor's office. I think that's how it is. My mom's always been the one to like, instead of just like dealing with shit, she feels like the world's attacking her. You know what I mean? Like, whenever something bad happens, it shouldn't have happened to her. Like, the world hate, you know what I mean? So, not really in good spirits, but I mean, I'm the one that, no matter if it's good or bad, I understand the situation, you know what I mean? So, like, my mom, everything that's wrong with her, it was her decisions that got her there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it could have been avoided, whatever. It wasn't, and you know, it sucks. And you know, like I have my addictions. My addiction is just weed and you know cigarettes. Her addiction was food. So yeah, it was just like it would be hypocritical for me to judge her because if I was addicted to food instead of weed, man, I'm already, Alexa, shut up. I'm already overweight as it is, but I mean, like, yeah, I'm overweight without food being my problem. If food was my problem, I'd be really overweight, yeah. Yeah, and that was just what it was with my mom. She just was not enough doing stuff and too much, so her knees gave out. She kept getting like diseases for overweight, like she had cellulitis in her legs. Well, that's really just from being overweight. It's like you can get cellulitis like, you know, not being, but it's just harder, you know what I mean? It's a lot easier to get these diseases when you're overweight. Even like something like cancer, like people are like, what the fuck, cancer is a multiplication of your cells. That has nothing to do with weight. No, when you're overweight, your immune system isn't as strong as it could be. You know what I mean? So like, being overweight makes your body less strong. So whenever she'd have problems, it was tenfold. But yeah, like when she had that heart failure, if she was underweight, she wouldn't have had half the problems she had. But she had heart failure, then she started losing like oxygen, like her blood didn't have enough oxygen in it. Yeah, and then she had other problems. Yeah, like that whole time she was in the hospital and had that tube down her throat, she did not have the mindset of I'm being helped right now, people are saving me. Her mindset was, y'all are fucking with me, get the fuck away from me, I don't need y'all. You know what I mean? Like that was her mind. Because like when she had a tube down her throat, she couldn't fucking talk or anything, but every time the nurse would come to take her blood pressure or whatever, she would like be fighting the nurse. She'd be like, get away from me, flicking the nurse off and shit. I'm like, dude, but she was so aggravated because she can't talk, she can't move. Like, she kept trying to pull the tube out of her mouth, so they had to restrain her and put her arms on, like, restraints. Not because, you know, like, she's in trouble, but if that tube comes, yeah, because it's not just a tube. The tube goes in your mouth, into your lungs, and then there's a bag on the end, and the bag inflates and deflates, and that's what pumps your lungs. So if she tried to pull, like, yeah, there's like a balloon basically in her lungs. So you can't just pull a tube out. It will pull her lungs out too. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. Like, the bag is wider than the hole. You got to deflate the bag before you can pull the tube out. Yeah, and she doesn't and if they pull the tube out, she'll suffocate. Like, 'cause she can't breathe. She wasn't able to breathe on her own. Like, she didn't have enough oxygen. Like, her breathing on her own wasn't putting enough oxygen, so she would just slowly suffocate, basically. Well, it wouldn't be suffocate, like your heart would fail and shit like that. Like, yeah, she was, I don't, you know, I've never been put in that position, but I feel like if I was in that position, I would understand, like, oh, okay, this has to be happening. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd be fighting the nurses or whatever. But man, she was just, it was like a child. It was like dealing with a child. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. But I just thought it was ironic because, you know, growing up being a kid, she gave me so much shit. Like, this is the process, Brighton. This is what has to happen. You need to, you know what I mean? Then she gets put in that position and she's fighting. I'm like, what? If I was doing what you were doing right now, it'd be a big problem. But I've never had a tube down my throat, so I don't know what that's like. Maybe I will do the same thing. Who knows? If I had a tube down my throat, I would want to be medically comatose until the tube got released. Like, I wouldn't want to be awake with the tube in my throat. I would want to be put to sleep and stay asleep until whatever is wrong is fixed. I don't know if I could. Yeah. Or if you're even allowed to be, like, maybe they have to wake you up and you have the tube in your throat. I don't know the procedures, but man, that did not seem like a fun experience at all. And then, yeah, dealing with all that, you have the mindset that your life's on the line. Like, all this shitty shit happening has to happen because of one of the scariest things. You might die. You know what I mean? So, like, it was just a complete rock and hard place for her, I bet. Yeah. I don't know, slowly, I wouldn't want to be suffering. So, yeah, like, you know, those people with they just can't breathe for their last time on Earth. They just have trouble breathing. I think that would suck. When I die, I want it to be like, I want to feel completely normal and then be dead. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to do none. I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't want to. Yeah, and I don't want to know either. I want it to come as a complete surprise. I don't want to be like in the hospital and they be like, yeah, you're dying. No, that is a huge. Yeah, them tell you, hey, you got 6 months. I don't want none of that. Like, if they tell me I'm dying, don't tell me how long I got. Just tell me I'm dying, whatever. Because I know they probably can't hide the fact that you're dying. They can't be like, oh, yeah, you're fine. Really, you're not. They have to tell you, you have a life-threatening disease. Oh, okay, don't tell me how long, though. If they say you're normally 6 months, nope, I don't want to know. I just want to progress and then, like, all right, I got to go to the doctor. I don't want to know. Yeah. Never that. And I don't have that where I'm going to die in my home. No, man, if I could go to the hospital and they could possibly make it any more comfortable, then I would go to the hospital and die in a hospital. Yeah, I don't have no quarry about. I just want to be as comfortable as possible. That's my one thing. That's like that's the number one thing. As long as I'm as comfortable as possible, I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah, facts, yeah. Alexa, set an alarm for 9:35.
Alarm set for 9:35.
10:30. Yeah. Alright. Win one junkyard auction. I'm going to do that, finish that, and then I'll get off. He won the Eagle. He got Eagle. I saw a thumbnail, but I haven't watched it. Some about CJ's videos, like, I think they're interesting, but like halfway through, I'm like, alright, I get bored. It's just a lot of talking. It's not entertainment, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of talking and fabricating, you know, like work. So if you're interested in that job, but like Cletus is like entertainment. They'll do stupid shit. CJ doesn't really do stupid shit. It's more of like a workman type fabric. Yeah, if you like welding and you like the way shit's put together, CJ's a good video. But like even some Cletus video, like when they were just working on their car, like whatever. I want to see them doing stuff with the car. That's where I find the entertainment. Yeah, of course. Yeah, be like that. Alright. Let me go. Make sure my nephew's awake. You awake? Yeah. Alright. Just let him know. Oh. Alright, gotta hurry up and do this. Alright, I still got it. I'm doing something again. $75,000 net worth just for that. I was looking at some of my game. Alexa, shut up. Bought a new truck so I can carry more weight. Alright, I gotta stop playing otherwise.